Hey guys, I'm here with one of your favorite components, the capacitor. As you can see, there are a lot of capacitors. There's round ones, there's skinny round ones, there's big oval, small oval, there's 440 volt capacitors, 370 volt capacitors, there are single ready capacitors, dual ready capacitors. Basically, there's too many capacitors in this world. And what do you do when you don't have the right capacitor for the job? You got to go back and make a trip. So enter the turbo capacitor. This is a very unique multi-tap capacitor. There's actually one continuous winding inside this can. There aren't individual capacitors inside. There's one continuous winding from which they are tapped off to separate ratings. For example, there's a 50 mic in here, there's a 20 mic in here, a 10 mic, 7.5 mic, a 5 mic, 5 mic. And from this single capacitor, you can actually use the included jumpers to create your own capacitance. So we could actually take this capacitor here and replace everything on the table. That's one capacitor for your truck. For example, this is a single rated 40 mic capacitor. If we wanted to get 40 microfarads in this one right here, we would simply build one using the jumpers. And let me show you what I mean. Alright, so I've got a 40 microfarad capacitor that we want to replace. So the turbo, you can see, has a 5, a 5, 7.5, a 10, 20, and a 50. We're simply going to use math to create a 40 microfarad capacitor. We're going to jumper from the 20 mic to the 10 mic. That gives us a 30 microfarad capacitor. And then we're going to jumper over to the 5 and then to the 5. That'll give us 40 microfarads total. To set up a turbo, it's simple math. You just add up the microfarads that you need. So here it is, the 40 microfarad capacitor that I created by simply jumpering from the various microfarads from the 20 to the 10 to the 5 to the 5, giving me 40. Then I simply connect up the piece of equipment. We have the center terminal here, which is common. Put that back onto our piece of equipment. And then to either the fan or the compressor, we would connect the last wire to any one of these terminals that we have wired together to create our 40 microfarad rating. So I'm just going to go over here. And that's all there is to it. That's the creation of a 40 microfarad capacitor using the turbo. This particular turbo can replace upwards of 75 different ratings. Again, 370 or 440.